Getting started here. Welcome everybody to ClarksPlace. Thanks for tuning in here. Taking a look, and just wanted to show I put that back Metallica stand, mounted it, put 4 bolts through the base, and they were flat head screws on the bottom as well, so they kind of angled up, went in, and went flush to the bottom, and just did some tape. And there's the piece I'm going to use to kind of make an angled bracket for the back side of those speakers that will actually house the LEDs that are, it's kind of a UV LED strip that I've got there. Actually, you just saw a flash of it right there. And then I take it over to the vise and drill a hole, and then I kind of tap it around and bend it to where I think it'll give it a nice offset to where it'll be kind of bent in a curve kind of around that speaker and kind of at an angle to put the UV strip kind of pointed at the Metallica sign, like the A and the M kind of pointing it out towards the outside of that letter. So you can see I'm kind of sizing it up there and getting it about where it needs to go. And it took quite a little bit of tweaking. You can see me with the pliers there a bunch of times trying to get it just right. And then actually I ended up putting it on and kind of bending it once it was already in place. And then it kind of took the shape that I wanted to get exactly. And then let's see, I'm still tweaking there. And then I think I take, in order to get the little LED strips to stick, I wiped that metal down and made sure it was really, really clean so that fresh LED strip would go right on and stick like it should. And let's see, yeah, there, I'm wiping it down. And those LED strips, the crimp that was on them, it's got those 2 little alligator clips that I clip in to test it here. And one of them, I'll get ahead of myself here a little because I probably won't catch up, but one of them, that little white box there that I just put tape around, it did not clip and did not come on. You can see the little alligator clips on that one LED that's lit there. That one did come on, and you can see the LED strip is lit as it pans up a little bit there. And that is making all that glow, but there's so much super bright LEDs for those GI lights that it really doesn't show that much. And then that one I actually just soldered in because the black and red wire that go down to that, it just fell apart. I mean, it was just such a tiny little wire. But just soldered it in, and then I ended up soldering in the other side. I don't know if I catch that on video here or not, but ended up soldering it in permanent as well. That way nothing shakes, nothing falls off. And the only thing that's really alligator clipped, I'll show that here in a bit, is it actually, I am showing soldering that other LED strip in there. And basically I just tinned it, just put a little solder on the edge of that wire, and then just touched it onto, it doesn't matter which side you go on, there's not really positive and negative. You just touch that, tug, both of them good, and then I think I kick it on here and make sure everything works. But then I start taping it up, make sure it's all taped to the harness, kick it on and off again, make sure everything works. I probably did that 20 times in the whole thing, because anytime I taped something, you can pull something. Yeah, I just saw it flash on and off. Anytime you tape something, you can pull something, you can tug something, you can break a solder connection. So just be mindful. I saw it just kick on and off again there. And those were all the little alligator clips. I just clipped them all off, and because the alligator clips that I have are just monsters, and the LED strips from Comet there, that part of the Matrix UV kit that they sell, which I got an email back from them today that they're basically out of almost all the UV stuff. So I clipped off every LED strip you get. Comes with 2 little alligator clips and a connector, but I didn't use them. I just hardwired them in there with solder. But I took them all, and for the other end of the harness that goes in and attaches in the game, that's basically the end of the harness that I'm working with right there. So I just stretched out, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 feet of wire for all 6 of the wires, and then I just wanted to put an alligator clip on each end of them. You got to make sure you put your little alligator clip boot down over your wire first. Like that one, I don't think I did, so I just took it off, put it back on again. I did that 2 or 3 times, then I forgot to put my boot. So put your boot on first on the wire, and then you can kind of open the alligator clip as pretty wide, and then you can shove that boot back over. And then I tested each one of the alligator clips with the thing. You can see my meter going overload and off. Basically just made sure that each one of those alligator clips was continuity to the other side of that wire. And all of them worked out good. So I thought I will stretch them through, and kind of got up into that back right corner. There's a little loop with a screw through it that was holding an existing harness up in there. So I just put my harness up in there with that one, dropped the screw, and it took me about 36 tries to get the thing zipped up in there. But do a couple zip ties around my harness, and then I think I fed it down through and opened up that back vent just a little bit to push it out the back. And then there's a GI right there. That one I just hooked up. And then there are, you could see the flashers. They all had an orange wire on them, and one of them had, I think it was a violet and blue, or let's see, what was it? I think it was a violet and blue stripe, and then there was one with a violet and a green stripe. And I just made sure I hooked up to 2 different ones, and you can see there's just 6 alligator clips there. I kind of pushed it in and out a couple times to make sure nothing was going to pop off. I kind of tugged on them to make sure they were really good connections, because you do bump around a pinball, but I didn't want it coming off just with some slight bumping. So they stayed on there pretty good, and then I figured those were good. Now I'll go up and address the rest of the harness where it connects to the actual topper, and stripped all those wires. And then I'm using my DMC tool and the little Trificon connectors, and pushing, or not pushing, but putting each of the Trificon connectors on. And then I already married up how the thing actually went on that little white connector. I wrote on it. You can see it's pretty blurry there. It's pretty fast, but wrote the actual harness layout with the green, then the white, then the red, then the black, then the red, then the yellow, and made sure I pushed each of those in the right way. And then we're about to where we're gonna kick it on, and then I do some testing here, and you'll see kind of how all the LEDs light and work. I don't have the band members, but got it all connected, and we'll cut to some live audio here. Alright, here we go. Wired it all in. Should be good. Lights are going. Let's see what happens with some flashes. Ooh, very good. Goes out with the GI. Hops back on. The left drummer light, I'm not thrilled with, because I can see it in my... I can actually look up. I actually see that.
Raise the power.
How'd that look?
That looked good. That looked good. Oh yeah, that was bright. That too.
Flashing good? Flag it.
Did you want to see? I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Just hit him. He's close to multi-ball. I think it's the same flashers as the pop bumpers. Yeah, there are pop bumpers flashing it. Oh yeah, all 4 of them, or the 4 in front and the back ones, kind of alternate. You can see it almost strobing. Yeah, that's cool. That's a neat effect.
Watch now.
Oh, now it'll go nuts with multi-ball. Yeah, I can tell the difference. I can see the flashing. The C gets really bright. Oh, that's awesome.
I think the little guy is dead.
Oh, that's going nuts. Oh, that's cool. You like it? You got the coolest topper in the world, pal.
it will be cooler if I can actually get Comet pinballs out of all the UV lamps. I don't know if it's because of COVID and manufacturing or what, but that is awesome. Wait till I get the band members on there. That's gonna be tough. I think you got one more for Super Jack in the center.
That crazy little bastard just gave you a shitload of points.
Crazy little bastard.
There it is. That's sick.
But wait, it might. Oh, there you go.
I thought it had an extra ball.
Yeah, you can see bing bing.
Yeah.
Just like I said, it was gonna boom boom.
Yeah.
Different flashers.
Yes.
Coolest Metallica pinball ever. Let's get some band members on there.
Alright, going through here with throwing some band members on. That guitar got messed up there, so had to repair that, and then I didn't catch it, I guess, drilling, and traced around their feet, drilled a hole, put it up through. Pops had some flathead screws that we pushed up through there. Their left feet all have a hole in them, so you could kind of put it up in there pretty easily, and then their right feet didn't have anything, so it was kind of harder to get them pushed up through there. And then we threw the drummer, that whole drum set, we just kind of threw a few little drops of glue down and put that on there. Apologize if the music doesn't come out in this. It is Metallica, so I'm not sure if everything will be allowed, so we'll see after I post everything if you get some audio with all this or not. But we go through several playthroughs here and show a lot of the features of the thing, so thanks for watching.
Alright, got all the band members on, and the wiring harness situation should be good. You're gonna kick it on. Alright, looking good. Oh, the light on the drummer looks pretty good, those side lights. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad we pulled that one back. If you get out to the side, you can see it, but
Yeah.
straight on, you can't see a single light lit up there. And I'm a little taller than most. That's probably about average viewing. So yeah, let's turn out the lights and see what it does here. Alright, dude, let's see what she looks like. Pretty neat.
Where did it go? He's balked now.
There you go.
I said
Ding,
to
ding,
you,
ding.
death.
Ready?
Yeah, let's see it go nuts. Yeah, I can tell the two different strobes. Yeah, and it really lights up all the characters with all the flashes going.
Yeah.
The GI's not really on them. Like they don't have a spotlight on them, but I like it. Center shot, I think, is super.
Ah, I couldn't get it.
like how it goes out too.
Yeah.
The GI is, it goes with the game. Alright, you play. Poor little fella. Let's see if I get the graveyard. With that. Oh yeah, it goes, goes flashing with that too.
It's a flashing with it.
Alright, we'll probably change out and put mostly UV in all the GI, that way everything glows. And then when the flashers hit, it'll be nice and white and bright. I just gotta find some UV bulbs.
Hell yeah! Double pull. Oh yeah! Yes! Yeah!
Ah! That's the ball game.
Ah, puke!
All done. If I can get some UV lights, it'll be glowing. Thanks everybody for watching.